Yeah. 140 yeah. Yeah.
But the rest get to it. Ain't taking no slack, get to it. You took a loss, try to bounce back, but you blew it. Let me show you how to do it. Dispute it, I can prove it. Bro, we can do it. Nigga, ain't nothing to it. Ain't no cowards, ain't no excuses. Let's get to it. Hey.
I don't care what they talking. All I want is my Porsche. I'ma ride up clean. Look at me, I'm a false. Kill them off like a boss. Nigga, you better stop it. I'm all about my profit. I'm shooting off like a rocket.
Who got to blow these niggas out the water? He go harder, go harder. Steph Curry, fourth quarter. All I got is my niggas. All I fear is my father. All I bring is that slaughter. Bomb on the Pearl Harbor. He ain't real, he alive. If he real, who am I? Now his ass in the fire. Duplicate till I die. Please don't cross the line. Try to stop and stop trying. Bomb sharp as ball wire. I'm on the grind. Let's get to it. Double time and believe. You ain't harming me, nigga. I brought a whole army of niggas. I ain't move with precision. Follow every order given. Let's get to it. Make it on the race, get to it. Ain't taking no shit, get to it. You take a loss, try to bounce back, but you blew it. Let me show you how to do it. Undisputed, I can prove it. One, we can do it. Nigga, ain't nothing to it. Ain't no cows, ain't no excuses. Let's get to it.
You hear the truth that I'm speaking? Lot of hate for no reason. Probably don't understand. That's why I got the master plan. And all the power in my hand. Sling the shit on demand. You better watch where you stand. Just get flamed up and ain't changing up for nobody.
They're warfare with you nobody. This ain't a rap, this a message. Ain't it real, be respected. Fake niggas like a virus. Lot of niggas infected. I came to correct it. Bought a whole bunch of soldiers. They move at my discretion. When the rebels hit the engine, all them niggas hit the exit. Them niggas get the sprint. I demand your attention. Solid nigga, I ain't folding. Plus you know a nigga hold it. Nigga, look how I'm rolling. Shorty check my demeanor. He's smooth, but I'm cleaner. Flow like Aquafina. Hit him running Seraphina. Yeah. I gotta deliver. I'm about to have a baby, but I still want a baby. Let's get to it. Nothing comes to a dream. I'm strictly getting. I'm all about the business. Rock solid and relentless. You came to make friends. I came to make a killing. That's why I don't kill it. Leave these niggas hurting. That's why I'm fishing, nigga. Do you need a healing? I know you can hear me. I'ma bet you a rookie. And Kanye, you a Donald Trump loving pussy. I'm a kid, you a cookie. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I'm too ready. Let's get to it.
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it all. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Just start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shitting on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my real view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of bounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm dead from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that Brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo. Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. To all them children that grew up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leaving. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
If you're still trying to figure out how to start an online business or how to get people to actually buy from you over the internet, I have some really good news for you that I think you're going to find really encouraging and super useful if your goal is to reach the 6 or even 7-figure level online. My name is
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. You can't play for keys.
You still got the Facebook up? This? The thing, the handle. All right, let's get it going, man. This is Isupk, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenna Yohana. We are not affiliated with no Hebrew Israelite group. You understand? You seen this class for the first time, man. You witnessing you understand what a real Israelite is, man. Not with a clubhouse Israelite or a biker club Israelite or some kind of Israelite in which you gotta pay a membership fee to be a part of. I don't know. God knows what they doing in them fake Israelite groups nowadays. You understand? You witnessing the truth. You understand? You witnessing the same lineage. Like you gotta think about it like this, right? When you witnessing the Isupk, that same spirit that's within inside of Isupk is the same spirit that Peter, Paul, and them had when they was following Christ. That's right. That same spirit when they was following Christ and they knew. You understand? They knew that they was following the true power of the Most High. They knew that they was following the Son of God when they was following Yahweh Shai Mashiach, or as the world called him, you understand, ignorantly, Jesus Christ. They knew that they was in the body of Christ, man. They was in the body of the Most High, man. They knew that they was in his camp or his school. Right. That when you in the Isupk, you understand it's the same thing.
It's the same thing following under Commander General Yohana. We know that in here, we following after the truth, man. You understand? Under Commander General Yohana. And we going to get into it tonight, man. Hold on one second. Let me fix this. I don't know if this could be fixed. Or unless it's just broken like that. It's just no sweat. New one. No sweat. All right, so before we begin, everybody, you understand, get your questions, your comments, you understand, your statements, or whatever the case may be, get them written down so we can go ahead and get, you understand, get those done. Any questions or comments, get those written. 1 second, let me line this up. There's no questions. So everybody online doing too wild, man. How y'all doing online? Online, y'all been rocking with me for a second, man. The water, everybody online, if you could, if you're watching right now, go ahead and share this live. So share this class, you understand, from Instagram, Facebook. Hold on 1 second, because I'm about to make a clip out of you.
Oh, God damn.
The only other person I know on earth to drink that is a Hamite. I'll take a cup of that. But that, I don't know. Yo, I tell you, it's like this brother is purposely coming in here to try to change us.
Yeah, come on. Count on the one card, sir. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that ain't gonna work out.
Oh,
I hope you know that. We stay the same up in here.
Most time correct.
No sweat. Right? Any questions, any comments, go ahead and type it in the chat. Let's get it on. Other than that, let me get Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come.
Let's get into it, man. The Brotherhood class is one of the most important classes you can watch in Isupk. You understand? It's one of the most important, just like Shamal, right? Shamal department is one of the more important departments in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? Because protecting brothers and sisters is very important, right? It's one of the more important departments, right? To protect those that are giving their lives to be here with us, to protect those that give their lives to protect us. It's a very important department. But the brotherhood class is very important in itself, right? Because the brotherhood class teaches you how to deal with one another. Without the brotherhood class, man, good night. The Isupk would be wearing all purple. Without the brotherhood class, we'd just be in all purple and we'd be dancing and singing and we making terrible rap songs and just being complete, like our songs would be terrible because brothers would just have no brotherhood, and we would say, yeah, release that. You understand? And it'll be completely terrible. Damn right, it'll be completely terrible. But because you understand, because we saying we the 12, you understand, or whatever the case may be, we say, oh, he said, but what did he say though? We the 12. You know, sweat. Y'all like the 22s with all them African tribes you adding on. You like the 22. You got Zimbabwe, Ghanaians, what else? Ethiopians, Egyptians, Sierra Leoneans. You got all the what do they call them? Kenyans, Nigerians. You got all. You like the 22s. For real, you add them all. You understand? No sweat.
Come
right?
God.
No sweat.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together.
Uh-huh.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
This ain't talking about the 22s. This ain't talking about going over there in Africa.
Right.
You understand? Now, here's the problem with this, man. Because, of course, a lot of us think that going in Africa, of course, Israel was scattered amongst the four corners of the face of the planet Earth. True. That is true. Right? However, our job, man, is to fist the children of Israel, man, where we at. You understand? Christ didn't do what Christopher Columbus did. And you're supposed to be following Christ. Christ didn't get on no boat and sail over to America, did he? Did Christ sell it? Did Christ sell it to America? Did he take the disciples and say, well, you know what? You know, our people are everywhere. Let's just go to America and see if they're over there too. He didn't do that. Christ had no need to do it. Why? Why did Christ have no need to sell to the Americas to teach, you understand, what they were calling the Christian church, the gospel? Right? I hate Christianity, man, because Christianity makes you not even be able to use words that are in the Bible. Right. I can't even say the gospel because of how gay Christianity has made it. Right? I can't even teach it. So now I got to say what Christ taught about God. What Christ taught about God, he couldn't just go. He didn't go to America to teach it. Why? Why didn't Christ go and sail on a ship to America or fly on an airplane to America to teach that the Lord does not want blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster? Why did he not do it? Why did he not do it? Why did Yahweh Shah Mashiach not go on an airplane to America, across the sea, across the Atlantic? Why did not Christ cross the Atlantic Ocean? Why did he not do it? I want an answer.
Shalaki, because his people, there was blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who needed to hear that right where he was.
His brother was dying in Bethlehem.
Right.
You understand? They were dying in Jerusalem. They were dying in the cities that was around him. There was no need for him to go across the Atlantic. He didn't have to cross the Atlantic. He didn't have to cross the Pacific or whatever other ocean you want to name. He didn't have to cross that. You understand? Because his people were dying right where he was at. And so now, of course, you have fake Israelites who decide to go out and just, to hell with the people in South Side of Chicago.
That's right.
To hell with the brother that's living in Durham, North Carolina. To hell with the brother that's living in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. To hell with them. You understand? We gonna just go and we gonna decide to go to Africa and just teach whoever the hell. No sweat. No sweat. And Isupk, we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. And this is the home of the truth, man. And we are not affiliated with no other fake Israelite group, man. And we ain't gathering together with no other fake Israelite group, man. You want to know, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something that's very, very true, right? And this might blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. For those who are listening, there was a time in which you believed in one thing. And you were young, and you went to church, or you went to the masjid, or you went to the temple, or you went to the meetings, or you went to the classrooms, and you believed in something because you were young, because your parents told you that this was true, because your parents told you that Buddhism was the way of life. You understand? That following after the religion of West Indians was the way of life. That being a Christian was the way of life. That being a Muslim was the way that black people should live. They taught you that, and of course you believed it. And you listened, and you learned, and you went to the masjid. But then, of course, 20-some years later, you don't go to the masjid no more.
Right.
You don't go to the Muslim mosque no more. You go to the African Bimbe Festival.
Right.
You go to the African Bimbe Festival. Or you go to the Israelite class. You go to that fake Israelite class. And let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question, right? And this might blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. Now, you grew up thinking one thing. You grew up believing in one religion, and that you thought your whole life. And now you turn to being a Muslim. Who flew to America to teach you to be a Muslim?
Right.
What group flew to America and set up shop in your neighborhood and said, Allahu Akbar. We are the true Muslims. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the real Muslims. We are Islam. When have you ever seen it? What Buddhist monk did you see fly across a plane and come to America and said,
Right.
we must follow Buddha? And when have you seen it?
Hell no.
When have you seen it happen?
Never seen.
Let me tell you something that might boggle your mind, right? To even fake Israelites. The religion that you follow or the culture that you follow it because you chose to.
Right.
Because you chose to follow it. You chose to be a Christian. You go to church on Sunday, it's because you choose to go to church on Sunday. You go to the masjid on whatever day they go to the masjid, you choose to go to the masjid. It's not because the masjid is coming to you, because the masjid understands one thing. That religion isn't going to be, you understand, you're not going to force these people to come into the masjid. So why the hell do we think that we're going to force people to join Israelites by going to Africa?
Right.
We're going to go to Africa and do what? What we going to do exactly? What we going to teach them so much? We're going to teach Africans so much that they just going to agree that, yeah, you know what? We're not the Ethiopians. We're not them. We not the Egyptians. We not them. You understand? We something else. We the Israelites. This is nonsense, man. It's nonsense to even think that way, man.
Right.
When our problems are here in America, man. Our problems are right here. We don't have to go nowhere else for us to tell each other who we are according to the Bible. We don't have to go nowhere else for it to teach each other that we God's chosen people. We don't got to go to Africa. Our brothers are dying right here in America. Our job is right here. You understand? Which is why the Isupk is not affiliated with no idiotic group.
Damn right.
With no idiotic group or buffoonery that falls beneath us, man. And if you got a problem with it, step up. I've been waiting.
That's right.
Salakia, I've been waiting on something. Somebody step up through this goddamn computer screen online. Of course, every fake Israelite group in Durham, North Carolina is a bitch.
Right.
Of course they are. Because I've been saying this for a long time. If you're an Israelite and you hate the UPK and if you disagree with our doctrine, then come to class Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. and debate and take your stance against the Isupk and prove us wrong.
That's
of
right.
course, we've been saying that since 1969. Since we've been in the Durham, North Carolina, no fake Israelite group has stepped through them doors because they are a bitch.
That's right.
Salakia. But no sweat. You understand? We're going to continue. We're going to go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, I thought I'd point this out. I happen to see it again. You know, I don't follow, you know what I'm saying, the current events of fake Israelite groups. They're irrelevant to me in every way.
That's
But
right.
sometimes I see things that are just like, yo, like, this is wild. I think these cats is I saw something about, you ever heard of a Hebrew Summit?
Good night.
In Greensboro. I'm telling you, they got the unity camps in Greensboro.
What are you at?
Which is why, you understand? I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say too much. Just know that Yarmak got his eyes on it. Yarmak got his eyes on that Hebrew Summit. Word up. Yarmak got his eyes on that Hebrew Summit. Just know that much. You understand? Go ahead. And look, and this is the thing about fake Israelite groups, man. For all those who are skeptical and are on border and on edge of maybe I should join GMS. Maybe I should join the Purple IUIC. Maybe I should join them. Let's just understand this. These other camps are holding camp wherever they at on borrowed time.
Right.
They're on borrowed time. You understand? Just know this. There are niggas like me, right? Like myself in the Isupk on the Commander General Hana, that if Commander General Hana gave the order to, will shut down every goddamn camp that you ever see in America. There will be every goddamn camp shut down. If Commander General Hana said, Officer Yarmak, Captain Isupk, send your men to go shut down every camp, fake Israelite camp that's not with UPK in Durham, North Carolina. Their camps will be shut the hell down. They will not hold camp.
That's right.
Nobody would hold camp, but no sweat. Commander General Hanna is a merciful man. Commander General Hanna allows these camps. But know this, Commander General Hanna allows fake Israelite camps to teach. He allows it. The reason why you have fake Israelite classes and fake Israelite debates and fake Israelite camps is nothing more than Commander General Hanna being someone who is so merciful that he is someone who should be followed by men. Commander General Hanna has been so merciful that he is someone who you should sacrifice your life for, right? Because of who he is. Because Commander General Hanna has the type of men who doesn't preach that we should just love everything. He doesn't have those type of men. He doesn't have the type of men that says, well, sister, you got to have a job to be up in here. Well, sister, you got to wear purple to be up in here. Commander General Hanna doesn't have those type of men. Commander General Hanna has the type of men that you look down on, that you call criminals, that you call murderers and rapists and child molesters, the ones that you call, you understand, the scum of the earth. But he has changed those men to be royalty. He has changed those men into something, read my mind, no sweat. He has changed those men into be something that you don't want to see on Saturday, that you don't want to see on the street corner. He's changed the men into those things. You understand? So, with that being said, Commander General Hanna is somebody who you should be thanking if you're in a fake Israelite group. Right. You should thank Commander General Hanna that you can go out and teach in Durham, North Carolina. You should thank him. You should thank him if you could teach in Raleigh, or if you can hold a unity camp in Goldsboro or Greensboro, whatever the hell you are. You should thank Commander General Hanna that he's allowing you to do that. Right. Or tell me nothing. The Commander General Hanna slept on floors for us to be able to do what we do. You got to be some kind of idiot if you think that you're doing something that you're doing because of your own strength. No sweat. You understand? Who had their hand raised? Who had something they had to say?
Oh, live.
No sweat. Bring out the scripture. Let's go.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather yourselves together. O nation not desired.
No, O nation not desired, man. This is talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man.
Right.
We love the children of Israel. We love blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. But our love doesn't come without sacrifice. Our love doesn't come without hate for the things that our people do. You understand? To just be all loving and, oh, man, somebody turn on the heat, man. Somebody turn on the heat. Tell me what temperature is on. What is it set on? Set it at 62. Check it in 30 minutes or 25 minutes and see if it went up any further. You understand? Our school, man, Salagi. Hold on 1 second. Our love, Salagi. Our love can't just come with you understand, just loving every single body and not hating what our people are doing, man. Otherwise, our people are just going to constantly be destroyed, man. Our people are going to constantly die in America because if we decide that love is going to overpower everything, then we would be putting our false sense of love against child molestation. Right. We would be putting our false sense of love against murder, right, against drug violence, against drug addiction, against gang violence, against police brutality. We will put our false sense of love against these things in which we have seen time and time again has no effect on the things that want to kill us. Love does not have effect on abortions. It doesn't. How do you know? How many people do you know who cry over how many abortions they have had? How many women do you know have cried because of how many abortions do they have? Now they're crying for what? They're crying because crying is a showcase of emotion. It's a showmanship of emotion, of love, because you love the baby that you killed. You love the idea of the son or daughter that you would have had. But however, that love was not strong enough. That love was not good enough to keep that baby to keep that baby from being killed. And so love is not good enough. So the Isupk cannot teach that love conquers all. We can't teach that. We've been teaching it for too long and it's not worked.
Right.
We've been teaching that for too long and it's gotten us killed. You understand? Love does not conquer all. Sometimes violence conquers. Sometimes love conquers. Sometimes understanding conquers. Sometimes reasoning conquers. Sometimes diplomatics conquer. You understand? Sometimes monarchy conquers. Sometimes being a monarch conquers. Sometimes. You understand? That's just history. That's history for you. Sometimes all of these ways of life conquer. But right now, we should be smart enough to understand that just loving everything has not conquered our destruction, man. Right. It has not gotten us on top of police brutality. It has not gotten us on top of child molestation or child pornography or rape or murder or drug dealer or drug addiction in the Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian community. It has not gotten us on top of these things. And so now we should see a new way. The scriptures say that there is a new song. And there is. There isn't a song no more that a gospel sings. There isn't a song in which Christians sing, in which they sing and dance, that is the representation of all destruction. There is a new song in the earth, man, and that song is a song of triumph, man. It's a song of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians living and thriving in a world in which their brothers don't gotta die at the age of 14, like Trayvon Martin. What was his age? What was Trayvon Martin's age? Let me just get it right.
Come.
Of course, we're going to look up his age to get the exact age because we don't want to mispronounce his age nor mispronounce his name like some fake Israelite groups do because they hate their brother. We're going to get his exact age.
Right.
You understand? Trayvon Martin, man, a young man, a brother who died by the hands of his oppressor, man, because he was going to the store to get Skittles and what was it, Arizona sweet tea? What was it? Was it an Arizona sweet tea that he bought? If I'm not mistaken, it was the Arizona sweet tea, man. And the brother lost his life.
Come.
Because he didn't resist the white man. He didn't resist the power. Man, y'all on one tonight.
Come.
Oh, fake Israelite groups, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for any fake Israelite group, man. Come on the goddamn channel, man.
Come.
Disgusting, man. Disgusting and disloyal. Disloyal beast, man, on the face of the planet Earth. Just nasty, man. Just nasty. How the hell could you be in a fake Israelite group? Right. How the hell could you, man? Just nasty, man. You a disgusting beast on the face of the planet Earth, man. And you should change your ways.
Right.
You should change how you think, man. You should change it, man. This is nasty, man. Come on with it.
Come on, sir. Trayvon Martin, born February 5th, 1995. So he
was born February 5th, man. Not a couple days, man.
Come on,
a couple days ago, man. Go ahead.
Come on. He was 17 years old when he was shot, killed.
Brother was 17 years old, man. 17 years old. That's a brother, man. That's a brother, man. That's what we have to deal with. How much love is going to bring Trayvon Martin back?
Right.
How much love is going to bring Sandra Bland back? How much love is going to bring Eric Garner back? Right. Fidel Castile back? How much love is going to bring them back? I tell you something, man. Not enough.
That's right.
Not enough. Ain't enough love that we can give that's going to bring these brothers back.
Right.
But I will tell you one thing. There is enough hatred for the man who killed him that could keep your children that's here alive. That's right. You understand? There is enough hatred for the man who killed your children that could keep your son alive today. Right. There is enough of that can go around. There's enough not celebrating Christmas. There's enough not celebrating Thanksgiving and Halloween and Valentine's Day that can keep your family alive. There's enough of that. Right. You understand? Right. But all that love, man, it ain't going to keep your people alive. How long we going to love? How long we going to love our oppressor, man? You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me and stop feeling sorry for yourself, black man. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, Hispanic or Native Indian man or woman or child. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Think of that because you hate your oppressor, that you somewhat astronomical. That you something that is supposed to be gazed upon by the rest of the world, man. Well, since when is hate such a bad thing?
Right.
Since when is hate such a bad thing?
Right.
You understand? You pop ghetto culture all your life. Oh, hate Crips and Bloods. You hate the cartel. You hate the SKs. You hate all these different gangs and units that's around you, but all of a sudden, hating the white man, that's just so bad.
Oh no.
Hey, yo, president. That is so bad, man. Since when it becomes such a bad thing to hate something?
Right.
You understand? You hate the goddamn Dallas Cowboys, man. But you can't hate the man that's killing you. You a goddamn idiot, man.
Right.
You a goddamn idiot.
They're right.
And you've been plagued by Christianity, man. And that witchcraft had foundered with you, man. It foundered with you into the way that you become such a toys thing. You become a toys thing. We become toys for all oppressors, man. You understand? What you got, Thabo One?
It's so heavy, man, and we never stop to think about that. Like I seen an interview, with, you know what I'm saying, with this rapper from Brooklyn, like a couple of weeks ago, and he's a well-known, you know, I don't want to say gang member, but you know, he's a pretty well-known gang member. You know what I'm saying, like in the streets, all of this stuff, and then made songs dissing people's dead homies, dead ops, all of that. But in the middle of the interview, he starts talking about the gentrification in Brooklyn. And he started, it just caught him where he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm not racist, you know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing against no other race or nothing like that. I ain't racist. Like, but like you said, like we are so quick. You can hate that brother because he's from a different block. Because he's from literally down the street, because he's from 63rd. And you can hate him and everyone who looks like him. And that's from that area, but you draw the line at being racist.
You good? Yeah, you understand what Thabo One said is completely correct, man. You draw the line at 63rd. 63rd that's where the line is drawn. You understand? Like you can hate every neighborhood. You can hate 5th Street. You can hate Cornwallis if you're from MacDougal Terrace. You can hate MacDougal Terrace if you're from Bragtown, Durham, North Carolina. But of course, that precinct, that is where that's where the line is drawn.
Right.
You understand? Hating your president actually kills you every day. You understand? Actually terrorizes you every day. It's where the law is drawn, man. Where the line is drawn. You understand? And that is the problem with Christianity.
Right.
Christianity is the culprit for that misconception. It is the culprit for why we hate one another. And so, because it's so hard for you to hate the person who is trying to kill you, who is it easy for you to hate?
It's like it's each other, sir.
It's easy for you to hate each other because you gotta hate something. Right. I mean, I don't even see anywhere in psychology, anywhere in sociology, I don't see in any science in which nothing hates in nothing.
Right.
They are bioorganisms, microorganisms that hate shit. So like you for my language. There are microorganisms that float and crawl and swim amongst us every day. And guess what? Those microorganisms, they hate something. They don't just attach to everything and love. I'm a bioorganism. I just love everything. I'm a virus, and I just what they tell you? They tell you if you got a tapeworm, they say eat what? Garlic, because garlic is a natural antibody, and because of the heat that's inside of garlic, because it burns, they say what? If a tapeworm bites the garlic, the tapeworm is going to do what? It's going to die because the tapeworm cannot stand it. So what does that mean? Does that mean that the tapeworm is supposed to be like garlic and just eat it? It's stupid. You understand that, boy? Go ahead.
Yo, so like you just bring up such a heavy point because you know what I mean? Imagine your white blood cells loving every goddamn body. Like
imagine you watching Osmosis Jones, and Osmosis Jones is just imagine if Osmosis Jones was Jesus Christ off that movie.
Right.
Oh, you would die. COVID-19 would have its way with you. Osmosis Jones would surf up there, and he'll see the COVID-19, and he'll say, why don't you just let me hug you, brother? Love. He gonna start singing Music Soul Child to the COVID-19, and guess what? You'll die. You'll die. You understand? But of course, when it comes to COVID-19 in your life, you want what? You want Osmosis Jones to fight for you. Well, why don't black people fight for each other? Why don't you fight for your children, man? You understand? Why don't you fight against those things that want us to die, man? Which is the point of this scripture, man. The point of this scripture is that we should come together. That he brought out a heavy point off of the top of one, brought out a heavy point. You look at white blood cells don't congregate with anyone else except white blood cells. And they come to get a job done. When there's a job, when you get a cut inside of your dermis and your epidermis, the white blood cells travel through your bloodstream and they create platelets and they create a blood clots that form scabs in your skin because they got a job that needs to be done. They don't go and politic anywhere else. They don't go, you got a cut on your arm. They don't say, well, man, goddamn, we're going to go to the hill down there with the white people and we're going to chill down there at the ankle down there with the white people. They got a job to do, man, and that job can only get done together. And so what the hell is the problem with us? What the hell you think that the way our body functions is not natural? You think the way our body functions is just abnormal? Or maybe it's something that we should do. Maybe we should learn that by going to our oppressor is not going to fix us, man.
Right.
Anyone had a hand raised? You had a hand raised? No sweat. Going to our oppressor is not going to fix us, man. And that's the truth. That's the truth, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, bring it to the forefront. That's right. I've been waiting for it, man. I'm gonna try to get on the radio somehow in North Carolina. Somebody figure out how we could get on the radio on 97.5.
Oh, kind of.
Somebody figure it out. You understand online how Isupk can get on the radio of 97.5 because I'm done. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of Christian churches still standing, and yet they ain't ran up in here so that they could get demolished by the priestly power of the Lord. I'm tired of that, man. You understand? Maybe I don't need to be up here, man. I'm too fiery. I need something to do. I need bodies to drop. You understand? Spiritually. I need spiritually bodies to drop so brothers can stop celebrating Christmas and celebrating Valentine's Day and Halloween. You understand? Keep reading what you got.
Verse 2, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Before the decree bring forth,
uh-huh,
before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Right. Meaning what? Meaning that this is a time period that we got, man. Christ is coming back.
That's
and
right.
Christ is coming back for vengeance, man. Christ is coming back for vengeance, man. You got to be a fool if you think that Christ ain't gonna get payback for what they did to him. You got to be a goddamn idiot.
Right.
You got to be a goddamn idiot if you think Christ is going to allow some goddamn Edomite to put a goddamn crown of thorns on his head,
right,
and to stab him in his goddamn side, and Christ ain't just gonna do nothing about it.
Good night.
You got to be a goddamn fool. You understand? You're an idiot. You're stupid. If you believe that Christ is gonna come back and do nothing to the people that tortured him, you are an idiot. I want you to know it.
Right.
I want you to know how stupid you are.
Damn right.
You understand? I want you to know how stupid that concept sounds in your head and in your mouth balls when you say it. When you say it, how stupid it sounds for Christ to do nothing about the men who slaughtered. You're an idiot.
That's right.
You're an idiot because you know how you know you're an idiot? Because you believe in hell. You believe in hell, and yet you still believe that Christ isn't going to come back for vengeance. As if Christ couldn't even just come back and send people to hell. You're an idiot. Christianity is stupid. If you are a Christian, man, you are stupid.
That's right.
If you are a Christian, you are stupid. That
Right.
is the truth. No sweat. Keep going.
Come. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3. Seek ye the Lord,
Uh-huh.
all ye meek of the earth.
Seek ye the what?
Seek ye the Lord.
How do you seek the Lord?
Come. By following his law, statutes, commandments, sir.
You don't seek the Lord by following his law, statutes, commandments. How do you seek the Lord?
Oh, so like it, sir.
Try again.
By following the men who follow the law, statutes.
You're born into this world. You're taught Christianity. You're taught Islam. You're taught
Right.
Buddhism. You want to seek the Lord by following after the men that live their life according to this book.
Kind the one con.
This is how you seek the Lord.
Damn right.
You follow men that live their life according to this book. You understand? And this is how you seek the Lord. And why do you have to follow men who live their life according to this book? Why can't you go in the book yourself and just read the scriptures and follow the law and seek the Lord in that way? Why can't you?
Slacking, sir, if I could. That's leaning on your own understanding.
Simpler than that.
Slacking, sir, if I could. It's because you don't understand exactly what's
Simpler
written
than
in
that.
this book.
Simpler than that. Because it's in the book not to.
What's that, sir?
It's in the book to not do so. What does it say in the book? What does Christ say about someone who decides to just pick up the book and just start reading?
Slacking, sir, if I could, lean not on ye understand.
That's one. Is that it? That's one. That's good. Lean not on your own understanding, right? What else? That one.
Another scripture with a brother, I forgot who, I think he went to Peter, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And he was reading the scriptures by himself. And Peter asked him, you know what I'm saying, do you understand what you're reading? And he said, how can I unless some man teach me?
Right. What else? Any more? That's correct. What about Hebrews? Right? Hebrews 5 and 12.
God. I'll get this one, Mario. Sorry. You got Slocky, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all got it.
You get Hebrews 5 and 12. I'm going to find this one.
Yeah, we need to get one of them soundboard Jones. So I could put "Let's Go" by the baby right here. When y'all looking for scriptures. Oh, yeah, you got Hebrews?
Yeah, come on.
What you got?
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
For the time ye ought to be teachers.
For when it's time for you ought to teach someone else. Keep going.
Come. Ye have need that one teach you again.
Ye have need that one teach you again. You understand? So how could you ever teach if you didn't go through that process?
Good night. Right.
It's not possible. Got the other scripture?
Come. Oh, so you want to finish out, sir?
You can finish it up.
Come. Which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Why was that one of the first principles? Which is very heavy.
Come. So like I said, if I may, because you out there in the world and not have understanding of the law, statutes, commandments, and this book of this Bible. So you would have to be like a small child, like a baby, be fed this milk, this easy stuff, and not the heavier stuff like meat. So like a baby, you giving this easy stuff like milk that could easily be digested.
No. Why is he saying this? Why is this being said?
Kind of.
Think about it.
So like it, sir, like you're just coming into this truth. You need to learn the basics, the easy stuff, the things to kind of cut what Christianity is, if I may. The basics, the easy, the things that kind of destroy what a Christian would know or been learned.
Think of more realistic right now. Just think about the time that we're living in right now. Why should you not do this?
Want milk, sir?
Think about it.
We're in Hebrews.
The Hebrews, right? Think about it. Why should this not happen?
Why should it not happen?
Right. Why should this not happen? The Bible is saying don't do this, right? But why?
Slack, sir, if I may. It seems like it's saying it should happen. Like you should, for the cats who think they know the Bible, need to be learned again. Right?
Read it one more time.
Khan. The book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become as such, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
So you say you think that that's saying what?
Slakia, that people who think they know what's in this Bible need to be taught again.
Why?
Because they do not know what's in this Bible. They don't know how to break scripture down.
Paint it a perfect picture.
Kind of God.
Tell me why.
So, like, if you could just think I might know. So your question is,
bring it to reality.
Why they need to learn again? Because they have to almost, I'm gonna use a word. This might be what we're looking for. They got to be brainwashed. They got to have their slate wiped clean because they've learned everything wrong their whole life, and they got to be taught again so they can forget all that nonsense that they've learned.
True. They got to forget all the nonsense that they learned.
Right?
But even someone who has been brainwashed,
right,
and has learned the truth, and they are someone who believes that they should start teaching. Why is it that at some point they still have to be taught again? Why is it that Captain Cesaric has to be taught again? Why is it that General Mahaiman has to be taught again?
Slack it, sir, because they need to have the
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
Did Christ get taught?
Con.
You said what?
Con.
So Christ got taught, right?
Con. He didn't slack it, sir, if I may. He learned from reading the scriptures, about himself.
Did Christ get taught?
Con.
Why?
Because he had to be taught. He had to learn what in these scriptures.
Why?
So he could teach.
Teach what?
Oh, the truth, sir?
What is the truth?
The law, statute, commandments in this Bible. In this book.
Let's go with that answer.
Okay.
So why, when I take it off of Christ and take it back to where we're at, why does a man have to be taught again?
Because he was never taught before.
It's not true. He was taught before. He felt like he can go and teach whoever. But why does he have to be taught again?
Because he didn't know these law, statute, commandments like the way Christ knew them.
Think about this Bible. Make this Bible a household item. Make the words in this Bible resonate not only to priests, but make it resonate to your children. Make it resonate to your wife. Make it resonate to your friends. Make it resonate to everyone amongst you because it resonates with everything. It makes sense with every goddamn thing. Why do they have to be taught again?
It's like, sir, because they weren't taught before.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Christian
Go ahead, man. I don't want to give it to you, but come on. Send me one more time.
Is your Wi-Fi on your laptop?
Shamal, send me one time. You gonna hold Shamal Salaki. You off Shamal. You gonna hold Shamal Salaki.
Is your Wi-Fi on your laptop?
It's messing it up.
I haven't checked, but probably. Unless you need it, you gotta use it.
I do for right now.
Then do you?
What was you gonna say?
Okay, so you had asked, why does General Hyman need to be taught?
Why does General Hyman need to be taught? Remember, resonate this with your life. Resonate this with who you are, what you do with your children, with your sons, with your daughters, with the friends around you. Resonate this. Because a lot of us, the problem with us in the Bible is a lot of us look at the Bible as a mysticistic book. I don't know if that's a real word, but I'm using it. A what? A mystic book, right? A mystic book. We use it as if something that is, it's something that is astronomical to us.
Right.
Astronomical meaning what? It's out of reach.
Right.
It's not something that we can actually do. It's not something we can actually see with the naked eye. It's not something we can actually touch or actually feel, which entirety means what? If we can't do or feel or touch or see something, that means that we can't actually do what? We can't understand it. We can't understand what this thing on Mars is because we can't touch, see, feel, taste, whatever the case may be. It's astronomical. We don't understand what it is. It's an extraterrestrial. It's a UFO. It's an unidentified floating object. Don't make the Bible that. Make the Bible practical, which is why the school name is what it is. Don't turn this Bible into something that is a don't turn it into that. Turn it into a book of what kind of gas do I need to put in this Ford Bronco?
It's like unleaded, sir.
Here says 83. Well, that was simple enough. That's not a mystical book. That's not
right.
It's simple now, right?
Right.
The book said 83. We put 83 gas in it. Why is the book saying that every man should be taught again? Think about the nature of who we are. Think about the nature of men. Think about what you've seen. Think about who you battle against on Saturdays.
Come on.
Why is it saying that?
Slack, sir, if I may, we've been taught the mysticism of
Don't
it.
think about what you be taught. Think about what you see.
Oh, slack, sir.
What you see is a direct correlation of not following orders of this book.
Oh, the slack, sir. The punishment. We see the consequences of not following these law sets.
I'm about to give it to you. What you got?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, I have said this already,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to be taught again
Mm-hmm.
so we can teach.
You have to be taught again so there'll never be a such thing as IUIC. That's why you have to be taught again. You have to be taught again so there's never a such thing as a Tahar. So there's never a such thing as a Tazadakia. So there's never a such thing as yourself who believes that you can leave the truth and teach anyone.
Right.
That you have to be taught again. That scripture is there. So before you ever think that I can leave the truth and go and teach a class of anyone, you have to remember what? Read my mind. Read my mind.
For when for the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers.
Before you teach that fake Israelite class,
right,
you have to do what?
Ye have need that one teach you again.
Who you going to go to? Who you going to teach? Who going to teach you about the 12 tribes?
Right.
Who going to teach you about the Lashwan Kodash? Who going to tell you when the high holy days are if you're the leader of some fake Israelite group? Who gonna teach you? Your friend, your homeboy, your buddy, your wife? Who the hell is going to teach you if you don't have the men who are above you to teach you their damn self? This scripture is here so that you don't have to ever think that I can make a fake Israelite group.
Right.
That's why it's there. That's why it's there. So before you think, oh, you know, I can just go get a fake Israelite group, get a library room, rent it out every week and start teaching the truth, you can remember what? Read it one more time.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers.
So when you ought to be a teacher, Miss Big Time, you big time, ain't you? You big time. You gonna have them niggas wearing yellow. You gonna have them wearing purple, ain't you? You gonna do it. You that man. You big and badder than Commander Jenny Hunter. Ooh-wee. General Mahayim, he ain't shit, ain't he? General Mahayim, ooh. General Mahayim, he be yelling. He be cursing you out. He be telling you, you are stupid. Right. No, he be saying that. General Mahayim, you are stupid. You're an alcoholic and you do not deserve this. Right. No, General Mahayim, ooh, he be saying that. No, General Mahayim be saying it. And oh my God, it just hurts your heart. It hurts you so much for General Mahayim to tell you that you're a drug addict because you smoke weed. It hurts so much for General Mahayim to tell you that you know what, you know you're an alcoholic, God, because you're a goddamn alcoholic. It hurts so much for him to tell you the demons that you have on you because, of course, oh my God, God knows. God forbid anyone ever try to help you. And General Mahayim, he's just the most terrible person on earth. Now, I understand. I could consult with you. I feel you. General Mahayim says some mean things. He's such a terrible person. But of course, in his terribleness, I don't know if that's a real word or not, but in his terribleness, General Mahayim, he just says some things that are just so mean to you, and you just can't take it, and you don't understand nothing, and you feel like he's not trying to help you. He's just trying to launder money out of you. He finds you money. You understand? You don't see it as if that's just a fine. You see it as if he's just a pimp. He's trying to just launder money out of me, man. And that Mahayim guy, he's so terrible. And because of that, you say, you know what? I've learned enough. I'm gonna just go and find some library downtown, and I'm just gonna hold classes once a week, and I'm gonna hold classes from 9 to 11 p.m. I'm not gonna do 7 to 9 p.m. because that is tainted, because that has UPK on it. Right. I'm not gonna do 7 to 9 p.m. I'm gonna do 9 to 11 p.m. because 9 to 11 p.m. must be of God. Right. It must be of God. You know what? It's so much of God. It kept me in the truth. And then you go and then you hold that class. And now you got what you wanted. Now you have what you wanted. You got your reward. You got it. Guess what? You don't have to hear General Mahayim's mouth. General Mahayim's big mouth and what he says about people and how he curses you out and how he's mean and how terrible he is. Guess what? You don't have to hear it no more because you don't got to call General Mahayim for counsel. General Mahayim don't got no say over what you do. Oh, good night. General Mahayim they got nothing to say about what you do. And so now you're the leader. Now you determine whether your men live or die. And now you teach them. And now they come to you for the answers. But what does scripture say? Read it one more time. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers. Here we go. You put yourself in that time. You've put yourself in the time in which you ought to be the teacher. Doesn't matter what rank we get in this school. We get 5,000, 1,000, 550, 10,000, 13,000. We may have to teach a class, but the teachers, they above us. You understand? They above us. We may have to teach a class because we ordered to, but this ain't come from me. What I'm teaching you, it ain't come from my words. It's not because I'm God or I'm Christ. I'm the second coming of Christ. I'm the comforter. I'm the comforter. Look at my clothes. Don't they look comfortable? That ain't this. That's not this. You understand? You want to know what the UPK is? It resembles, man. Don't be this man. You understand? Don't be a fake Israelite. Don't be someone who believes that he has the goddamn answer. I be teaching brothers that Christ is a black man, and I still got to question myself. If a brother comes up to me, if some fake Israelite group comes up to me and says, man, Christ is black, I got to question them, I got to question them. I got to go back to Commander Jenny and Hannah with that. I got to go back. Christ is black. Revelation 1 and verse 13, man. 1 and 1, and then Revelation 1 and 13 through 17, man. I'd be like, really? Let me call Captain Iron Thok about that real quick, because I can't believe you, man. You understand? Because they don't do this. Read it one more time. Mm-hmm. When the time you ought to be a teacher, keep going.
Ye have need that one teach you.
You have need that one teach you again. You understand? Meaning what? Learn to shut your goddamn mouth, man. You ain't nothing. You aren't big. You aren't bad. No matter what kind of rank you have, no matter what fake Israelite group that you own, you understand? You are nothing when it comes to this truth, man. Commander General Yohana is it. He's it. He's the man. You understand? And if you don't believe it, no sweat. Just be lucky that Commander General Yohana has mercy on you camps. Because if Commander General Yohana did not have mercy, I promise you, Commander General Yohana will give Captain Isupk the order to send Officer Yarmark to take any camp that you have in North Carolina. And I stand on that. I stand on it. I stand on it. I stand on it like I'm a goddamn loaded Glock in the holster of Commander General Yohana's goddamn pouch. I stand on it for that because I wish he would give that order. I wish. Maybe then I'll gain some rank. Salakia. Maybe then they'll say, yeah, Mark, he belongs. He needs to be at 27,000. And I
Good night.
They say this is our loaded bullet. It needs to be at 27,000. Because I don't know nothing else.
In the chamber.
I don't know nothing else but this truth. But in my knowledge of this truth, I know one thing: that Commander General Yohana and the men above Captain Isupk is above me.
Right.
I know that the men that's the officers 1,000 are above me. Whether they good at teaching Lashua Kodash, or whether they good at teaching the Brotherhood class, or whether they good at holding food jobs, or good at printing out goddamn flyers. I know that an officer 1,000 is above me, and they're better than me, man.
That's
because
right.
of this scripture. Read it one more time.
Khan, book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
That's simple, Log. You better learn that.
That's right.
You want to gain rank in this school, you better learn that, Log. You don't know nothing. And you're not above anyone.
That's right.
You're not above nothing. You understand? You better learn that and understand it. The more rank you get in this school, Log, you better realize that that's just more of a burden on yourself. You're on yourself. You start to gain rank in this school, you better get close to that captain. You're a goddamn idiot. You think, oh, I'm a 5,000 now. I'm not about to call Cap no more. You a goddamn idiot.
Right.
You're an idiot. You'll lose your rank. Somebody that 50 coming for you. I'll tell you that. I seen it. I seen 5,000 dudes ain't rank. You better stand strong. So like if I ain't supposed to say that, but you better stand strong in this truth. I tell you the truth. I tell you. You understand? Stand strong in this, in what you're reading. Don't allow this to become something that's minuscule unto you. Don't allow little things like focus and discipline to become minuscule unto you, because this don't sweat up. Hey, look, I ain't victimless of General Hyman, so me too. Yeah, but brother, I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. There's some brothers who don't got the fortitude to withstand General Hyman. Some brothers don't just have it. And so if you don't have it, no sweat. Just listen. Just listen and just follow orders and understand that there are certain things that you can and cannot do. And just don't do it because you don't have the fortitude to withstand General Mahim. You don't have the fortitude to withstand General Hazayan or General Shawamar. You don't have the fortitude to withstand General Q and all the captains above you or the officers above you. And so you should just listen and just make life easy for yourself.
Right.
You understand? And if you think you have what it takes to withstand their judgment, you're a goddamn idiot. No sweat. Keep
Right.
going. Finish it up.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And are become such as need of milk
Mm-hmm.
and not of strong meat.
Why is it saying that? Why does it say that these brothers who believe they should lead Israelite groups, they should be the head of fake Israelite groups, are now in need of milk? Why?
Slack yourself, if I may, because they don't understand these scriptures, sir. They need the easy explanation instead of the more complex explanation.
No.
Come.
Why are they in need of milk? Give me Matthew chapter 22 and verse 39.
Come.
I'll show you why they're in need of milk. Not let me take that back, Salaki. Not to say no to what you're saying, right?
Okay.
What you're saying is correct, right? But there's something more important in the concept of this, and which is what I'm saying, right? Why are they in need of milk? Right? This is a brother who believes that he could teach the truth. He can go out and hold his own camp, have his own men, so on and so forth. Why is he in need of milk? Read the scripture.
Come. Book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 39.
Read verse 36.
Come. The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 36.
Uh-huh.
Master,
Uh-huh.
which is the great commandment in the law?
Uh-huh.
Verse 37. Yahweh said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart,
Uh-huh.
and with all thy soul,
Uh-huh.
and with all thy mind.
Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, thy soul, and thy mind. That is what? It's milk. That's simple, right? Christian can understand that. Keep going.
Right. Verse 38.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first and great commandment.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 39.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is like unto it.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy what?
Thy neighbor as thyself.
And what is your neighbor?
It's like it, sir. That's your brother. That's the man who same bloodline as you.
And even further than that, your neighbor is what?
It's like your brother, sir.
And even further than that, your neighbor is what?
Your family, sir.
And even further than that, your neighbor is what?
Yourself, sir.
And even further than that, your neighbor is what?
Slakia. The bloodline, sir.
And even further than that, your neighbor is what?
Good night.
Think about today. Even further than all of those things, who are your neighbor? Who is your neighbor?
Brother, your bloodline, your
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so if you ask a Christian pastor, you say your neighbor is.
Not a Christian pastor.
Oh, so you mean in the truth?
Fake Israelite groups who teach that they can teach.
Fake Israelite groups. Oh, fake Israelite groups. Your neighbor is Matumbo.
Think about this concept of what we're teaching. Who is your neighbor? Who is your neighbor of the Israelites?
All Israelites are your neighbor.
Even more than a regular Israelite nigga, right?
Mhm.
Pause. I mean, not pause, but Salaya.
Mm-hmm. Or the brothers in the truth.
Of the Israelites. You would think that fake Israelites would look at other Israelites and say, this is my brother. He's my brother.
Right.
He got fringes on his t-shirt. That's my brother.
Right.
He got fringes on. That's my brother. You understand? You would think that they would believe, even though Bloods and Crips and all of them, they are my brothers.
Right.
But this brother who wears fringes on his t-shirt and doesn't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and doesn't celebrate Christmas, this is my brother.
Right.
He is my neighbor.
Right.
You would think that he is my brother. He follows the same God I follow.
Come.
He serves Yahweh like I serve Yahweh.
Right.
He speaks the Lashwan Kodash like I speak the Lashwan Kodash. Read it again.
Come. From verse 36.
39.
Come. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, chapter 22, verse 39. And the second is like unto it, that thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Now, how the hell do we got fake Israelite groups?
Right.
How the hell is it possible?
No,
You realize I just gave you a contradiction. I just gave you a contradiction in fake Israelite groups. You got a previous scripture we just had? You got it still? Not Matthew, but the other one.
Oh, it's like it. Hebrews 5:12, sir.
Read that one more time.
God. The book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
God. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have the need that one teach you again.
You have the need that one teach you again. Now go back to verse 39 in Matthew 22 and 39. Use your fingers. Use your fingers, right? Use your fingers to hold both scriptures.
Count, sir. It's like it. 22 and 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt do what?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Now, if you love your brother as you love yourself, let me ask you a question. If I love Tabawan, do I feel like I shouldn't be taught by him? Why not?
It's like, sir, if I could, because you love him like you love yourself. And if he has the answer that you know that you do not know, you could be taught by the man because you love him like you like me.
Does it matter if Tabawan has the answer does it matter that if Tabawan absolutely does not know more than me?
Right. No, it does not.
So does it matter that, so should I feel like I should not learn anything from Tabawan? Why?
Because that brother knows something that you do not know, but you have the capacity to learn something that you do not know through another man. Paul.
The truth is simpler than that. I'll learn from Tabawan because I love him. Simple. Simple. It doesn't matter what he teaches me. I may know that 1 + 1 = 2. If Tabawan teaches me, hey, you know that 1 + 1 = 2, right? Guess what? I learned something. I learned it from him, though. I learned it from this brother today. I learned today from Officer Tabawan that 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah. I thought you been knew that. Well, I learned it again.
That's right.
How many times you got to renew your license? You got to learn that shit again, don't you? How many times you got licenses of all sorts of gun control and this, that, and the third that you got to go and renew? You got to learn that again, don't you?
That's right.
You don't become the master of that for the rest of your life, do you? You got to renew it. You understand? But that is all, of course, paperwork and politics and all of that type of stuff. The point of the truth is that this brother is my brother. I don't ever look at this brother and say, yeah, I can't learn nothing from him, man. We the same rank, or I'll outrank him. Ain't nothing I can learn from him. You understand? And that is the problem. That is fake Israelites. That's what fake Israelites believe. That they don't have to listen to that brother, man. And that's what you get, man.
Salakia, what you saying is heavy, and you know, and how you breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute. He was going over my head, but you know what I'm saying?
I was bringing it home.
Yeah, it's excellent because now I like every single fake Israelite that you see out there, every single one, which is why I don't feel again, like you said, they brothers, not them Hamites that, you know what I'm saying, that wear purple. Right. They not my brothers. And not those white people that fake Israelite groups let in either. Mm-hmm. But the ones who are Israelites are my brothers, but they wouldn't exist. Like the fact that they even claim to be following the law, statutes, and commandments is, like you said, it's a straight up contradiction. Because if you loved your brothers, you would never even think to yourself, let me I don't want to learn from this brother. Let me go start my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you don't love that brother. And it means you don't love that brother because now you're willing to do what? You're willing to go save yourself while that brother goes and dies. And what you believe is, you think that it's a sin to eat, I don't know, you think that chicken, I've seen fake Israelites say it's sick. You think that chicken actually is unlawful.
Right.
And instead of being with this brother and doing your best to guide him or whatever, you just gonna go start your own thing and just watch the nigga die eating the chicken that you think is gonna get him killed by the Lord.
And I've seen this, right? Fake Israelites would have that same kind of logic, but they will also teach that in order to survive in America, we have to not perpetrate, but infiltrate the American government. We have to also become the senators and the congressmen and the Senate and have seats in the House and just to make black people's lives better. However, just having a seat with your brothers, that's just not gonna cut.
Nah, that ain't enough.
It's nonsense, man, and it is absolute. I'm trying to watch my words here, man, but it's BS, man.
That's right.
Salaki, I forgot to ask this, man. Do we got any questions before we continue? Any questions online? I did not see that type of one. That's the wild. I did not see that this whole time, though. I was at 10,000 most high in Christ. We got the mic going for him.
Mic to what?
Come. What check?
Any questions in the room?
Allah, sir.
Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. If I could, Job 30 and 30, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, come.
Hey, go ahead. What's your question?
Come, sir. If I could, I just need a further breakdown on Job 30 and 30, sir. Just a color scripture, sir. Just wanted to make sure that I got the right kind of understanding on it, sir. It's like it. It's the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. Okay, it's like, sir, I just want to know if he's not being literal, because he's saying, my bones are burned with heat. Like, it's just yeah, come. Is this just a metaphor, or just is he being literal? Like, this is a color scripture, but is he being literal, or just kind of a metaphor? Slack it.
One second. Hold on. All right. This is a color scripture, however. We're going to break it down, right? Go to verse 23.
It's the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 23. For I know that thou wilt bring me to death.
Who is the thou that will bring him to death?
The Most High, sir.
So who is Job talking to?
The Most High God.
Keep going.
Come. And to the house appointed for all living. Verse 24. Howbeit he will not stretch out his hand to the grave. Thou that cry in his destruction.
Read it one more time.
Verse 24. Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
Howbeit he will not stretch out his hand to the grave.
Uh-huh.
Though
There
thy
you go.
cry in his destruction.
Though they cry in his destruction. Keep going.
Come. Verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
Did not I weep in him? Did not I weep for him that was in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Was not my soul grieved for the poor?
What is Job saying? And who is Job saying it to?
It's like he's talking to the Most High God.
He is.
But he's asking, okay, now did I not weep for those that, had these problems?
Why is he saying that? Why is he saying that?
Count. 32.
I'm asking a question. Don't write nothing down, right? Just focus.
Count.
Why is he saying that?
It's like if I could, because this is what happened to his people, the people who, his brothers and sisters.
Why is Job saying this? Don't make the book of mysticism a mystic book. It's like we got also top one in the class. We gotta make sure everything is grammatically correct. Why is he saying this? Just think about niggas today. When niggas get in trouble, they do what?
It's like they say it was because because I was raised wrong. Well, not raised wrong because
That's a good example. That's cool. You can use that. Yeah.
Kind of like it's my environment. It's
That's
what
cool.
what's what I was going through.
But then what else? What else do people use?
It's my environment. What I've gone through. It's because I'm black. Because I wasn't given the opportunities as
Think of
the
yourself.
white man was
Think
given.
of yourself as a humble man.
Okay, go.
Someone who is doing good amongst your community, but yet you're put in a terrible time. What do they say?
As a black man raised in something that was like in a ghetto.
I mean, for time's sake, I'm gonna give it to you, right? How you gonna hurt me? I feed black people. I help the poor. I house the homeless. I've been doing this for people. I've been doing that. I've been doing this. I help. I sacrifice. I help. I sacrifice. I give this for black people. Right. I help Mexicans. I was on the board of construction for people to get more jobs. I was there marching with Martin Luther King. I was there. I was helping. God, why are you hurting me? Why are you hurting me? You understand? Why is this happening to me? Why is this something that I'm having to deal with when I'm the type of person who helps people? Right. I'm the type of person who helps the homeless find jobs or find homes. I'm the type of person who helped the poor. You understand? Maya Shaw, come back. Come on back and sit down. I got you. You got it. No sweat. Maya Shaw, come on. Let them live outside. No sweat. Go ahead. Read what you got.
God. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, and verse 25. Did I not weep for him that was in trouble? Was not my soul grieved for the poor? Verse 26. When I looked for good.
Salagi, and was not my soul grieved for the poor? Meaning what? Like we already established that Job is talking to who? The Most High. Job is talking to the Lord. He's talking to the Most High. He's saying, Lord, what? I was trying to help the poor. You know me. Right. You understand what is what Christians? I gave it to you. God damn. Salaki. Because I gave it to us, which is who does what today. Christians do this today.
Right.
Christians say what? They say, God, you know my heart.
Right.
You know my soul. You know I care for them homeless children down there at 2nd and 34th Street.
That's right.
You know I care for them drug addicts down there in 64th and 3rd. You know I care about them, God. I pray for them every day. Job is saying the same thing. Keep going.
Verse 30.
No, verse 26.
Look at this man of sword, Shamar.
I can read the book of Job, chapter.
It's like y'all can bear with me 1 second. We're gonna get the reading right here in 1 second. Read it from the top. Oh, tell them where you at.
Job chapter 30 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm. This brother right here got them war bands on. But matter of fact, both of these young men right here is dressed for war. You understand? Hell, Most High in Christ. Hell yeah, I think they both got boots on, if I'm not mistaken. Both looking like they ready for war. You understand? These brothers right here.
It's like
though they be my blood, it'll be an honor for me to one day actually call these brothers my brothers.
Right.
It'll be an honor for them to actually be my brother one day. Though we come from the same bowels of the same father. Bowels of the same father. You understand? It'll be an honor and a glory for me to be able to call them my brother one day. I hope that day is coming. A beautiful thing in the Isupk. You understand, of the Most High, especially for brothers, you understand, growing up young in this truth, young in this world, to not have experienced the life that we have been able to experience, to not have experienced all the wickedness and disgusting things and fun times and all of that nonsense that we was able to do, that damn near got us killed.
Right.
That damn near got us killed.
Damn right.
You understand? It's a beautiful thing to be able to have brothers, you understand, to share this glory the Most High with you, man. So I hope that one day these brothers, you understand, I'll be able to share that glory with them, and all of you brothers be able to share this glory with them, of course.
Most High Christ.
You understand?
Damn.
But of course, until then, you have to learn how to read. Read verse Job 30. And where we at?
Oh God, the book of Job, chapter 30, verse
Not
30.
you. You're not reading no more. Pastor Mike Salaki, Baba Kashad.
Oh God.
The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
When I looked for good, then evil came unto me. And when I waited for light, there came darkness.
Read verse 25.
Verse 25. Did not I weep for him that was in trouble?
Did not I weep for him that was in trouble? Keep going.
Was not my soul grieved for the poor?
Was not my soul grieved for the poor? Keep going.
Verse 26. When I looked for good, then evil came unto me. And when I waited for light, there came darkness.
And when I looked for good, then evil came unto me. Meaning what? What is Job saying here? What is Job saying that a lot of brothers got to understand when it comes to being in the truth? What does the Bible say that you should do? You should search out the Lord, right? We teach that you should search out the truth.
Come
to class, put on all black, right? What is Job saying? Read. I mean, go ahead. What you got, Maya Shaw?
Oh, it's like, sir, if I could. I was just saying, in verse 26, it's saying, when I looked for good, then evil came upon me.
What does that mean?
He looked in the wrong places, like the Christian church.
That's not what that means. It doesn't mean that Job looked in the wrong places. Job didn't look in the Christian church for help. Job didn't look in a homosexual club for love.
Right.
Job didn't look for man love, for him to find love. Job didn't do that. Job did what? He followed the Lord, didn't he? Okay, so Job didn't look in the wrong places. But what is he saying? Read it one more time, young man. And I'm going to come to you. I know you got your hand raised.
Verse 26.
When
I looked for good.
He said, when I looked for good, keep going. Like the scriptures say, to look for good, keep going.
Then evil came unto me.
Evil came unto me. Job followed the scriptures. He did what he was supposed to do, but evil came upon him. Young man, who had a hand raised? Go ahead. What you was going to say? You own it. You own it. Go ahead.
Oh, it's like I said, like he said, I was about to say, like he said, he was tested, but being in the world, he seen things that were evil upon what he was being taught.
If I'm the leader, if I'm God, and you're looking to me for good things. But even though you give me good things, I give you bad results. Does that change that you should look to me for good things?
Right. Yeah. Because
No,
you
doesn't.
were.
It doesn't. It doesn't change the fact that you should look to me for good things. Even though you look to me for good things, but I gave you bad, you know what? That good things come from who?
The Most High God.
Bad things come from who?
Satan.
Bad things come from who? Bad things come from who?
Most High.
Bad things come from who?
The Most High.
Losing your job comes from who?
The Most High.
Losing your woman comes from who?
The Most High.
Losing your child to death comes from who?
The Most High.
Losing your money comes from who?
The Most High.
And so when you have to decide whether you leave the truth or stay in it, you know that it doesn't matter, because whether you became rich or because the Lord took everything from you, you know that it came from who?
The Most High.
Simple enough. Simple enough. Simple enough. Now you don't got to decide whether or not you should go be a goddamn Christian. Now you don't got to decide whether you should be a fake Israelite or a Buddhist monk or Islam or what do you call it? Muslim. Salakia. I don't live that life. Salakia. I don't live that life with that disgusting banging my forehead on rocks. So I'm gonna start. Give me a second, Tabawan, because you laughing. I'm gonna start mispronouncing their name like a goddamn motherfucker. Salakia. I'm gonna say Muslim, whatever the fuck it is. Salakia. You understand? But we don't have, you understand, we don't have to get, you understand, we don't have to check in with the Muslim mosque because of what we're doing right or what we're doing wrong. What was Job doing? Job didn't check with the Muslim mosque. Job didn't check with the Quran. Job didn't check with the. Can somebody look up what the Buddhist monk book name is? It's Salakia. I'm tired of saying Buddhist monk without knowing what the name of their book is. Hey brother, this brother, just look it up. Look it up. What is the name of their book? Don't say Shantuan, because it sounds like this is what you're about to say. Oh, Salakia. Salakia, you want to take over the class?
You got it. Rock on. The Book of Buddha.
Salakia. The Book of Buddha. What is the name of the whatever? Okay. Tripitaka. What else? Anybody else got anything different? The Buddhist monk book. Dukkha. No sweat. That's not really relevant. It's not really relevant, but we're gonna go with the Tripitaka, right? You understand? We don't go to the Tripitaka for relevance, right? Read it again, young man, Salaki, young man. Read it one more time. Verse 26.
Verse 26. When I looked for good.
What did he look for good at? It wasn't in the Tripitaka. It wasn't in the Muslims. Damn. Quran. It wasn't in the Christian church. Keep going. Yeah, sorry, Adawan, you got something?
Yeah, I just want to say this. It says Buddhism does not have a holy book because Buddhism does not have the concept of holiness. So they're associated with and connected to everything in their mind. So they don't believe in being separated. They believe in joining all things.
Yeah, they a bunch of hoes.
They come back as ants and, you know, they feel like reincarnation. They come back as a tree, a leaf, a grasshopper, a mouse.
Salakia, man. Hey, Salakia. It's like Cap. I don't know, man. This brother said a piece of toast. That threw me off, man. I ain't gonna lie. That threw me off, man. I was not expecting that. A piece of toast. Niggas coming back as Air Force Ones. Cap. Hey, Cap gonna be on this like, Mark. What you mean Air Force Ones? What is that? Salakia, man. Hey, oh man. Hey, look. And look, the point of it being hilarious is because of how stupid it is, man. And if you black, Hispanic, stop following that, man. It's dumb. Christianity is equally as dumb. We can get on Christianity if you step up to the plate. I still ain't had nobody step up to the plate yet. Man, where's we at? Verse 26, young man, come on.
Verse 26.
Man.
When I looked for good, then evil came unto me.
So he looked for good, meaning what? Job didn't look to other nations for love. Job didn't look for other nations for the truth in God. Job looked to his people. He looked to what the Most High said to do, right? Keep going.
And when I waited for light, there came darkness.
And when he waited for light, there came darkness. Now, put yourself in the shoes of someone who's in Job's position. How do you picture this? Somebody else picture it for me. I'm not going to picture it for you. Somebody else do it. Somebody else picture this for me. Make this fluorescent, you understand, for today. How is this happening today? Read it one more time, young man.
Verse 26. When I looked for good, then evil came unto me. And when I waited for light, there came darkness.
They read what?
There came darkness.
There came darkness. Read verse 26 right here. Right here. You're going to read verse 26. Read it over again. You hold what you got. Young man in the back. Young man in the back. Come up to the front. Get in the habit of filling up the front seats. Get in the habit of filling up those front seats. Right? Y'all be brothers, man. Y'all be brothers, not by blood, not because you came out of your father, but be brothers because you brothers in this truth. It's more important. It's more important than because of who you came out of. It's more important because of who you call father. It's more important because of who you call mother. It's more important because of who in the world you call brother. It's more important than that. I'm telling you that. You can believe me or not. It's more important right now. You know how? You know how it's more important? Help your brother find where he needs to be. Help him find it. You can't help him while you back there. You should be together. Help him find it because he's a representation of you like we're a representation of each other. So we all going to wait. All of us in this room, all of us online are going to wait until this brother can get the scripture. And this brother going to get the scripture because this brother is going to help him get the scripture. And these brothers are both going to be tremendous in this school because of it. And this brother right here on Shamal is going to help him. And that's how we're going to do. And that's how this truth is going to live. And we're going to wait. We ain't going to be like the Christian church who gets mad because we got to wait. Because we got to wait on somebody to read something. We ain't going to be like the Christian church who is disgusting. We're going to wait. Online, we're going to wait. In person, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. And we'll wait. Verse 26. Read what you got.
Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
I looked for good, then evil came unto me. And when I waited for light, there came darkness.
And when I waited for light, there came darkness. Meaning what? Now somebody break it down in real time. And when you understand, and when I waited for light, there came darkness. Young man, I mean Shalaki. Maisha, come on. Not Christians. Don't say Christians. Come on.
That's what regular brothers and sisters be looking for the answer. Not the answer, but from the truth from the Most High God. We looking for the law.
No. Nobody comes in the truth looking for the law, right? Nobody. There's not a single soul on the earth that comes into the truth looking for the law. How do you know? Young man. Tabuan. You said what? That's not true. How do you know that they don't come to truth looking for the law? For time's sake, because the law's in the book. The Christians know that eating pork is a sin. Christians choose to ignore the law. It's not that they don't know it, they choose to ignore it. We know the law of God. You understand? We don't come into the truth searching for the law like, Salakia, what is it that I'm not supposed to be doing? We know what it is that we're not supposed to be doing. We're looking for reason to follow it. You understand? What Job was doing was not looking for the law. What Job was doing was looking for what? What was Job looking for? What are you looking for being in this truth? And be honest with yourself. Be honest that by coming in this truth, what are you looking for? Be honest about being a young man, by looking at Ja Morant, looking at LeBron James, looking at LeBron James' sons and LaMelo Ball and the people who you know who do not live in this truth. Why are you looking to live in this truth? Why would you look in here? Why would you ever look at the UPK as a place of a sanctuary, of a place as somebody that you should live, or a place that someone you should live? Go ahead. No, that's not why. That's not why. You're not looking for a truth. No, you're not. Bro, think about, remember this. Take the mysticism off the Bible. People are not coming in this truth because the Bible is a mystic book in which they was just somehow at home one day, and Tabawa was at home with his wife one day, and one day he was making steak, and something grabbed his chest, and he was and dragged to the class. He wasn't here. He wasn't here because of a glowing purple light that dragged him to this class. Why are we here? Why are we here in this room? Why are you in these walls? Go ahead. Because there's death outside those walls. You're in here so that you can live. You're a young man in here so that you can be a basketball player that makes it to college, but you don't die like the rest of the basketball players that make it to college. So that you don't have to be the 1%. The 1%. You know how many athletes make it to play college sports, to play college football at the high school? Do you know the percentage of college athletes that make it? 6%. 6. That means out of a team of 100 players, violence, from black on black crime. You're here because you know that the truth stands in here, and because you're in here, you won't fall victim to what Satan has for you outside of these walls. Now, some brothers just got to learn by Satan. Some brothers have to choose outside of those walls, and then they'll learn. Or Satan won't give them a chance, or Salaki, the Most High, won't give them a chance. However, Job was choosing to be who he was because he was choosing what? What was Job choosing? Job was choosing life. He was choosing life, which is what so many of us don't get to choose. So many of us do not choose to just choose. So many of us don't choose to just have a woman and just keep her. Right. Of course, in high school, you know, you look at women, you say, what? It's just better for me to just, I'm going to just have sex with this woman and just, she ain't nothing. I mean, Tabawan, good night. I mean, she's having sex in the stairwell for $5. What the hell am I supposed to keep her for? Of course, it's just so much easier for me to just have sex with her for $5 And she told me she'll do it for free. Of course, it's just easier for me to live that way. Of course, my friends live that way. Of course, my peers live that way. But it's, of course, harder for me to be stronger than to live like a disgusting piece of shit. It's harder for me to do it. My brother lived that life. My older brother, he lived that life. He got to live the life of being a disgusting piece of shit. He got to live that life. So why can't I? Why can't I live that life when he got to sleep with whores? When he got to use drugs? Why can't I live that life? When, of course, Job didn't do that. Job decided that he wasn't going to do that. He wasn't going to live the life of some disgusting piece of filth that goes to school and sleeps with everything that he can and does every goddamn drug that he can and sleeps with every woman that he could find. Of course, he doesn't do that. Of course, Job comes to the truth. He sits inside the classes. He puts on all black. He sits inside the chairs. He says, count on one kind. Keep reading. Keep going. Just sit with him for a second. Or actually, you two share the mic. Most high Christ. No sweat. Go ahead.
Come on. Go, God. The book of Job, chapter 27, verse.
Read verse 26. Select it. My bad.
Oh, come, sir. The book of Job, chapter 26, verse
22 and 26, if I'm not mistaken. Or verse 30 and 26, if I'm not mistaken.
30, 26. Count, sir. Slide.
I got you.
The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 26. Mm-hmm. When I looked for good, then evil came unto me. And when I wait for light, then came darkness.
And when he waited for light, then there came darkness. He waited for good things to happen. He came in the truth and he thought, man, Tazariak got how many ribs? The Captain Tazar said. You heard that, right? Captain Tazar said that he had 4 robbed. I heard he had 6. I heard he had 6. And they all with him? They all with him at the same time? How many ribs Yaramak got?
Oh, wow.
And they be in the same house? They be in the same house? How many ribs Arak got? How many ribs Night got? And man, do you see how they move? You see how they be in a club together? Man, do you see the order they got? You see what they be doing? Feeding people? Man, brothers come in here because they want to live out.
That's right.
They want to live like you. Don't get it twisted out. They want to live just like how you living. Don't get it twisted. I wish I had this truth while I was in the world. I wish I could go back to high school. Boy, I'd be walking down the halls of the English class. Miss Pittman would ask me, "Did you do your homework?" I'll say, "One of my bitches did." I'm playing. That was Salakia. Salakia. I'll be walking down the hall with both of them on my shoulder. Like one of them did. Which one of y'all did the homework for English class this morning?
Good night.
Man, you understand? Salakia, that was a joke. But however, it's kind of true. But however, you understand the point was that brothers want to live like how you living. Even to this day, they look at you and say, multiple ribs. Multiple. I can hear Cat Williams right now. Multiple. I'm a pimp and I ain't experienced that. You understand? I can see that happening. But the point is this, and for the point, the way that we live our life is astronomical to the way that people in the world live their life.
That's right.
The way that people in the world live their life, they live the life of drugs, gun violence, one wife, if that. You understand? And they limit it to that. Living a life of homosexuality, happy wife, happy life. Things like Christmas, Halloween, Santa Claus. That is their life. However, we don't live our life like that.
That's right.
Job knew the same thing. But Job came in the truth because he was searching for that. Finish the end of 26.
Come on. And when I waited for light, there came darkness.
But now, Job is in high school. Job waited for light.
Mm-hmm.
Job thought that by my dad, everybody coming to Job and he's saying, your dad is crazy. He be wearing them clothes and them armbands on us. And you sitting there like what? You saying there, I don't know. I just, I bet you can't beat him in an arm wrestle, though. And that's how you are. But you don't really understand. You don't grasp the fact that what he's doing is biblical.
It's right.
And when you are brother in the truth, you don't understand why brothers do what they do. You don't understand why sisters move how they move, how brothers move while they move. And so you're just in here. You're in here because you understand one thing. You understand that out there is death. Out there is death and torment and gang violence and homosexuality and women cheating on you and sex and AIDS and HIV. And out there is all of those things. But in here, you're like, well, maybe I could find some comfort from the things out there. But you don't necessarily understand it. You don't get it. You don't know how to battle when someone comes to you and say, but why does multiple wives? Didn't Adam only have one wife? You don't understand how to battle it. You don't understand how to teach against it. Well, why you call the white man the so-called devil? Didn't Jesus say, for God so loved the world? You don't understand how to battle it. You don't know. You don't understand why we live the way we live. You don't understand it. Read it one more time.
Come. The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 26.
The last part, and there came. Keep going.
Come. When I waited for life, there came darkness.
And because you don't understand it, darkness is going to come upon you. Darkness is going to come upon you because you ain't going to see it like we see it in the truth.
Right.
You ain't going to see it like how we see it as officers of 10. I'm a goddamn be like Jenna Mahim. You ain't going to see it like captains of 10,000, officers of 5,000. You're going to see it as little young men. You understanding the truth? You're going to see it as a problem, whereas we see it as a trial. We see it as a test. We see it as something we got to go through. You'll see it as, my wife left me. My wife left me. I don't got no wife. I don't got nobody. The Bible says that you're supposed to have a helpmate, and my helpmate left me and went to IUIC. And so I guess I'm supposed to go to IUIC. Because the shoes I seen online was on sale for 50% off, and they was purple. So that must be a sign from IUIC. And that's you. That is you. I'm in high school and everybody's having a good time. And I seen the men who was smoking weed and getting drunk and sleeping with white women. They got scholarships to NC State and they going to UNC and they going to Duke to play basketball. But my dad is crazy and he's retarded and he doesn't really know how he's supposed to train us up. And my brother's just a no good nobody. He calls himself a priest and my friends are just nothing and we supposed to just be whatever. Goddamn. And you allow your stupid self to believe those things.
Right.
Read it one more time.
Come. Book of Job, chapter 26, verse 30.
No, verse 26.
Verse 26, like it. Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 26. When I looked for good, then evil came upon me. When I looked for when I waited for light, there came darkness.
There came darkness. You didn't get that scholarship that you wanted. You didn't get that woman that you hope would come for you.
Right.
You didn't get those children that you hope would come in a year. You didn't get that name. You didn't get that test. You didn't pass your officer's test. And it's been 2 months and you still ain't an officer. You ain't got the rank that you thought you supposed to have. You ain't got it yet. Your life ain't changed. But your life has become darkness.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you lost your wife. You didn't make the varsity team. You on JV. Ooh, good night. Christ forbid that even though he's about the business of saving people off drugs, you made JV. Christ forbid that even though he's about the minister of saving his people, that you didn't get a wife at Orlando. Christ forbid. Keep going.
Oh, God. Verse 27. My bowels boiled.
His what?
My bowels boiled.
His bowels are boiled. Why? Why are his bowels boiled? His intestines, his inside is burning hot. It's hot. Why? Keep y'all, young man. I mean, Slack. My shot.
Come on. Because he didn't get what he wanted.
Because he didn't get what he wanted. He didn't get what he wanted. Keep that in mind, Akim. Brothers, sisters online. He didn't get what he wanted.
Ooh-wee.
You don't get what you want out of this truth.
Right.
It's not there. It's not even worth it. If you believe that you're gonna be some rapper and come in a rap game and become the greatest rapper in the truth, then just stop.
Right.
I'm gonna help you out. No one in the truth is going to buy an album. Nobody. You want to know why everybody, Captain McCall, everybody buys this album because you want to know why Captain McCall sells records? It's because he's better than you.
Right.
That's why. It's not because his music is just so much better than you. It's because everyone wants to say to Captain Akajo's face, I bought your album because why? Because he's better than you.
Damn right.
Because he does more work than you do. That's why. It has nothing else to do with nothing else. That's why. Don't tell me I know it. I don't even listen to Captain McCall's music, and I pay for it.
Right.
Captain McCall's music is dropped. You listen to it? No, but I'm about to pay for it, though. Why? Because he saves lives and you don't.
That's right.
That's why I'm going to pay for it. You pay for Superman games, don't you? Did you see the ending of the Superman game? No, exactly. Did you see the ending of Spider-Man? No, exactly.
Come on.
Read it again.
Come on. The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
My bowels boiled.
My bowels are boiled. Keep going.
Come on. And rested not.
And rested not. They continuously boil. Keep going.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
The days of affliction prevented me.
And days of affliction prevented me. This is Job speaking. Keep going.
Come on. Verse 28.
Uh-huh.
I went mourning without the sun.
I went mourning without the sun, meaning what? Sun is supposed to bring what? What does the sun bring? When you're mourning, when someone dies in your family, you understand the sun is supposed to bring what? Young troop. Go ahead.
It's like it bring light, sir.
It's supposed to bring light. It's supposed to bring light. It's supposed to bring, you understand? It's supposed to lift the weight off your shoulders. You understand? This brother laughing right here, right? He talking about the truth. Don't laugh, like you still a
It's
trooper.
like it. I come,
You better embrace that trooper for as long as you can.
What kind?
Uh-huh.
You right.
The sun is sinking. In 1 second, I'm gonna be. You better learn these answers.
Ooh, we.
Yeah. No sweat out. I'm messing with you, trooper. Right? The sun brings light. Right? It's scientifically. It's science. It's science, is it not? What does the sun give you in science?
Light, sir.
What does the sun give you in science?
Oh, it's like it. Life. What they give you the heat to bring the to grow plants, to grow life on Earth, sir.
What does the sun give you?
Sustenance, sir.
Okay. You work in this field, right? What is the one vitamin that you give to clients every morning?
Oh, vitamin D, sir.
Exactly. What does the sun give you?
Oh, it's like it. It gives you it gives you life. It gives you what you need to grow.
What do you give clients every morning? What vitamin do you give them every morning?
Vitamin D, sir.
What pill do you give clients every morning?
Vitamin D, sir.
What does the sun give you?
Vitamin D.
The sun gives you vitamin D.
Oh, it's like
you understand? It gives you vitamin D, literally. So now read it one more time. That last one, right? Verse 27.
Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 27. My bowels boiled and rested not. The days of affliction prevented me.
Keep going.
Verse 28. I went mourning without the sun.
I went mourning without the sun. Vitamin D is very important. Keep going.
I stood up and cried in the congregation. Verse 29. I am a brother to dragons.
I'm a brother to dragons, meaning what? These people are out to harm, right? These people are not good. Keep going.
And a companion to owls.
And a companion to owls. What do owls do?
It's like they be up at night, sir.
In other words, they do what?
Never sleep. Or they be up when everybody else is asleep.
Think about it like this. When you're in the truth, right?
Come,
At some point, you could feel that the truth does what? When you look at the extremities of the rest of the world, the truth does what? For time's sake, I'm going to give it to you. Nothing. The truth does nothing. Why? Because the truth doesn't pick up guns and go march in the street like the NFAC. The truth doesn't pick up guns and go march in the truth like we some stinking Black Panthers.
Come. So like I said, if I could, the truth just be there. The truth is there.
What do owls do?
Just like I said, they just be there at night. They watch, observe.
We watch. We see who gonna sacrifice their life for the Lord and who not. It's simple. It's simple, Lock. We don't gotta get AK-47s.
Right.
We don't gotta carry grenades. We don't gotta beat nobody up. We can sit back, teach the truth, and we can sit down and see who comes to camp. Who pays the camp fees? Who pays their tithes? Who shows up to the high holy days? Who shows up to class? We don't gotta do nothing else. Our companions are like ours. We just watches. But at some points, you can feel like you're doing what? Nothing. Right. You can feel like the NFAC is doing. When the NFAC came out first, everybody felt like, man,
they doing something.
Well, they doing something.
Right.
Why we ain't doing nothing, man? Why we not doing nothing, but they out there doing something? We got guns. We got guns too. Why we ain't doing nothing? Keep going.
God, Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 28. I went mourning without the sun. I stood up and I cried in the congregation. Verse 29. I am a brother to dragons and a companion to owls. Verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
Now break this down. My skin is black upon thee. Read the last part.
Come. And my bones are burned with heat.
And my bones are burned with heat. Go break this down. What does this mean? My skin is black upon thee, and my bones are burned with heat. The reason why I went over this scripture from verse 24 is for this reason. It's for you to understand what Job was saying, what he's talking about here. But what is he saying?
It's like, if I could, verse 30, when he's saying my skin is black upon me, he's saying it's condition, right, sir? But my bones are burned within me with heat. That's metaphorical. That's not literal like the first part. Literal, he's saying my skin is black. But the second part, when my bones are burned with heat, the things he's going through with life. What he's going through in life, that's metaphorical. Like they burn with heat, they burn to death, they burn black.
I just want to take a shot. I just want to break this down. What does it mean? My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. What does this mean?
It's like, is it all literal?
I'm asking. Anybody want to take a shot? Am I? I'll take a shot.
If Slack, sir, if I could. If my skin is black upon me, that's my condition. But my bones, no, my skin is black upon me. That's how I am. That's how people see me upon the earth. But if my bones are burned with heat, that's my condition. That's how I am. That's how people see me. They see me, I'm destroyed.
Yeah, you're correct.
Damaged.
For time's sake, I'm going to get an answer. You're correct about the first part. Read it one more time.
Comic-Con, Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 26. No, slack it. verse 30, sir.
Mhm.
When my skin is black upon me.
He's not lying. What is he saying?
My skin is black, sir.
Why?
He's telling you my skin is a different color than the rest of the other people.
Why is he telling you this?
Because everybody
Being
else's skin.
black was derogatory. Being black was less than. Being black meant that you were not Roman. Being black meant that you were not Greek. Being black meant that you were less than anything else. And so for him to be black
meant that you were different from the rest of the people.
How do you know? How do you know? Don't read the scriptures. How do you know?
Because black is like it's supposed to be something.
Because how? What do you call
negative.
yourself today?
Black.
You black and you proud, right?
Kind of a con.
But Job was black and his bones was burned with heat because of what he had to go through from the Most High.
Come, because they aren't going through it.
Who?
They, everyone else.
I'm not saying that Job was talking about everyone else. Job was talking about what he had to go through from the Most High. But Job was making a notation that he was black. His skin was black, and his bones was burned with heat. Just like who else? Who else said that they was black? But something else. Job said, "I'm black, but something." Who else said that they was black, but something else?
Acts 13 and
he said what? You got any questions online?
And book of that's John.
You got it?
Book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul. Slightly in this verse, sir, Simeon being called Niger, or in Latin, Niger meaning black, sir.
Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5. We're about to end it now. Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5. So we can end it off here. Remember the scripture you had though. Folks. Just give me Song of Solomon though.
The book of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5.
Book of what?
Book of Solomon.
That's not what it's
It's like
called,
the Song of Solomon,
That's
chapter
it.
1, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
I am black.
He is what?
I am black.
I read it for you for Tom's sake. Job chapter Job, what is it, 22 and 3? Job 30 and verse 30 said, "My skin is black upon me." Keep going.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
On Solomon.
You
sir?
keep going. Uh-huh.
Oh, God. I am black, but comely.
He said what?
I am black, but comely.
Job 30 and 30 says, "My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat." Read what you got again.
Come. I am black, but comely.
So what is he saying?
Slacky, sir. This I think one of Solomon's wives, sir.
No, that's not one of Solomon's wives.
Oh,
that is
man.
Solomon speaking.
Song of
What
Solomon.
is Solomon saying?
Oh, come, sir. Psalm 1 to 30.
What is he saying? Just read what you got. What is he saying?
I am black but comely.
What does comely mean?
Beautiful.
He's saying I'm black but beautiful. That is what he's saying. Job is saying what? He is black, but he is in a terrible condition. Meaning what? He is hurting. Is that so astronomical to us? Are we not black but in a terrible condition right now? Are we not in the truth, looking to be saved by the Most High, but yet we still are poor? We still look at Jay-Z as if they got more money than us. We still look at Beyonce, do we not? Do we still look at Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces and all kinds of rich, famous people surpass us in the world, even though we sit here and don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster? We come in the truth thinking that our life is going to be different because of what we do, because of who we choose to serve, because we're black, because of the same thing Job just said, because of what Solomon said. I'm black and beautiful. Well, Job said the same thing. I'm black. However, even though I'm black, I'm in a terrible condition. Do we not say the same thing? Our God is supposed to love black people, but yet even though we're black and we choose to follow God, our lives are terrible. We're living in hell. The woman we wanted left, and she's going to be with somebody else. About to be with somebody else. The woman we wanted is sleeping with somebody else. You see her the Passover, and she's in the corner with Captain so-and-so, and now you got to go cry in the car, and you sitting there crying, saying, but I had a food job. I had a food job. I done did that. Talking to the mime, and he told me to get the women.
Good night.
Being in the truth does not mean that your life, you become a Leonardo da Vinci. Being in the truth does not mean that you become Steve Nash.
Right.
It doesn't make you become Dirk Nowitzki or Donald Trump. Being in the truth makes you become Nat Turner, someone who died in someone you believe in, something you believe in. That's what you become. You become someone who dies for the thing that you believe in, not someone who prospers. This isn't prosperity preaching. This isn't that. It isn't that. It's something you die for. It's something you lose your woman for. You lose your children for it. You lose your friends. You lose weed. You lose Christmas. You lose selling drugs. You lose everything you thought was good, and your bones hurt from it. It burns you. It burns you. It burns you to not celebrate Christmas. It burns you to have to allow someone to be with the woman you used to be with 5 years ago, and you not ever touch her again. It burns you. And Job's bones was burnt. It burnt him to have to serve the Most High, to have to hear some bitch say that, oh, your skin is boiled, and you still gonna listen to the Most High after he's boiling you. It burnt him. But what you got to do is figure out what Job did, and you got to decide what is you going to do. And Isupk, we of course choose to still serve the Most High. You understand? We still don't celebrate Christmas, and we still don't celebrate Valentine's Day. And after all of that, we take men who come from the ghetto, who come from the slums, who come from selling drugs and being drug addicts and sleeping under bridges and stealing cars and murdering you and robbing from you and stealing from your church and stealing out of your pocketbooks and being the most treacherous people on the face of the planet Earth. And they come into the Isupk and put on all black, and they pass they goddamn officer's test and become righteous men. Like this brother officer Maya Shaw. Step up to the goddamn podium, man. Step up to the podium, man. We're gonna anoint this brother right now. The camera should be on the side. Step up.
Yo, Barack, your hoe. Why Samarka?
Why is Shamarka?
Your hoe.
Yahoo!
Panyo.
Panyo!
Oyaka.
Ayaka!
Wakanka.
Wakanka!
Your son.
Your son!
Your hoe.
Yahoo!
Panyo.
Panyo!
Oyaka.
Ayaka!
Wasamlaka.
Why Shamaka?
Wasamlaka.
Shamaka!
Salam.
Shalom!
Your hoe.
Yahoo!
Bahashem.
Hashem!
Your hoe son.
Bahashem.
Barack.
Barak!
Rapah.
Barak!
Magun.
Magun!
Hagun.
Magun!
My son.
My son!
My son. My son. My son. My son. Bahashem Yahweh son.
Hashem Yahusha!
The water Amon.
The water I'm on. And what we said in English is Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, protect. 1 second. Brother, you will pass your officer's test in the Isupk. You understand? You will about Okay, Salagi, this brother right here has passed his officer's test in the Isupk. You are about to receive the rank and the position of Officer 50 in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Now, you understand? With that position, man, it comes with great responsibility, man. It is not something to be taken lightly. It is not something to be looked over, but this is a position that you are about to take an oath to hold it, man, an office that you are going to hold, man. You understand? And so now, before you take this office, do you want to refute? Like, you understand, you being in the Isupk does not mean you have to be an officer of 50. You don't have to be in the ranks at all. You can be a civilian, man. You understand? Do you want to take this office of being an officer of 50 in the Isupk? No sweat. You understand? We gonna anoint this brother right here. What's on Christ? Who's the power? Who's the power? Who do we fear? Who do we fear? Who's your king? Who's your king? What's your name? What? Yadamatop. Dismissed.